What up, y'all? Hopefully my brothers will be able to jump in now. I had to go check on them, see what's popping. Yo, this is Lion Shooting. Had a great time in Vegas, so I wanted to chat with my brother, World Famous Gun Show and Cleve Report, who helped me build my budget firearms. So give you guys a little bit of feedback on that if you're trying to build a very tangible, well-running AR pistol for a good price. You know what I mean? So hopefully they'll jump in a couple seconds and let y'all know. We control the narrative.tv is where you can get my merch too. Check it out. Boom. They both just jumped on. Let me grab them real quick. Brother, you ready
Yo,
for the car?
yo, back that big ass
Okay,
head up out the
okay.
camera, yo. Back that big ass head up out the camera, yo.
Man, don't come on my shit. Start talking shit already, my
Word.
dude.
Back that big
Don't
ass
be a
head up out the
hater,
camera.
B.
Nah, but my dude, you got the whole frame filled up with nothing but,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Listen, you know there's a form of me. Don't make me start using my analogies, all right?
I hit it.
Word.
We're
Word.
here to
What's the
talk about
G?
guns. Stay focused.
Yo, Roland,
Yeah,
did you see the video that we sent you that we put up?
yes, I did. That was super dope, man.
Did you
I
see
was,
my
I was super.
impersonation of you?
Yeah, man. First of all, I love the way y'all do content, man. It's just so dope, and the way you was explaining it and giving me props, man. I truly appreciate the love.
Man,
Yes, sir,
Roland,
man.
I'm saying this to you again. Thank you for that firearm, B. You know how long I waited? I remember when I told Kevin when I got it, I said, I'm not doing nothing to this. It's my favorite firearm. He looked at me, goes, oh, okay. You say that now until you shoot it. Then after I
Yo,
shot it, he was like, yeah, you can keep this just the way it is.
Yeah,
yo, early,
and
early in the live, I'm telling everybody, this brother in this screen right here, rolling. I'm colorblind, but whatever that color shirt is, he looked like an Eminem. The brother that looked like an Eminem, he got the build list, yo. He got the build list, yo. You hear me? Yo, brother, I ain't want my hands on a piece of paper, a document, none of that so bad. You hear me? Yo, you got some friends. You got some friends over at Bear Creek. Where you got some
yeah,
friends over
man.
at Bear Creek.
Listen. I love the way you explained that to you. It's like because as soon as you said that, I know Roland is saying XYZ right now, and I was like, I sure was, but I was cracking up. I was like, he should have got the Bear Creek. No, it's not Bear, it's Breek. It's Breek Arms. Breek Arms, man. The
Okay.
Warhammer. That is where
Okay.
it's at. Yeah, the Warhammer, man. That
Yeah,
is.
man. I was sitting there like, I cannot believe it broke.
Yeah, I was
Yo,
surprised too. I was surprised too that you
And
that
Kevin
let's
that
just
said
that
that's
fill
you
in.
never
got.
happened to him
Let's
before.
fill in a few of the watches. A few of the watches. So Remy and myself went on the range the other day. Remy got this new AR pistol that he got built, right? And we didn't like the mil spec charging handle. So we went, I knew something about a cheaper charging handle that was ambidextrous that I run actually on one of my guns. And I took Remy to go get it and we bought it. And I mean, Remy couldn't took 5 shots. He zeroed the gun. And then when he stood up, the charging handle was broken half. The pieces that you pull, the left hand side was gone. So it looks like there was a little retainer pin or a little detent, something like that, that kind of, ran out of it. Testifying to the true nature of an ambidextrous charging handle, Remy was able to charge it from the right hand side all day long. It was damn near like the charging handle wasn't broke. The only thing that's broke is visibly it's broken. But
I'm willing to bet that
functionality.
was a screw. I'm willing to bet that
It
was a
was.
screw
It was.
that wasn't screwed down tight and didn't have a Loctite on it. Somebody
What
messed up in production probably, and you
somebody
caught the
did.
bad luck.
No, I feel like it was because when we looked at it, that's where where the imperfection was, where you can
Yeah.
see it, the screw that we lost. So I definitely understand that. But what I thought was interesting is he didn't get me the one that you said I should have got. But we ain't gonna talk about that right now.
No, 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 no. Not that it's, you know what it was? Real talk. I forgot that the store we went into, right? I forgot a few things. One, Roland, was very adamant about me getting that charging handle. Number one, we spoke about it all the way probably up until the day before you came. Dead serious, number one. And secondly, I just forgot that was the store that I got the charging handle from. And I complimentary took the charging handle out of my gun and put it in yours, Remy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I took it out of my gun and I put it in yours. I felt so bad about making that mistake.
The Warhammer, baby.
Yeah,
the Warhammer. That's
man. But other than that, Roland, think about it. Everything that you gave me that gun stock in ran beautifully. I was from 230 yards.
That's amazing.
So your build, brother.
I wouldn't even have guessed that. That was amazing.
Your build.
Roland, did you get from anybody? Don't build, and you can say me because I think I was one of the brothers. Did you get from anybody?
Was.
Yo, don't build that 7-inch. Don't build that 7-inch. Thinking about distance shooting and the gas going in your face and all of that. And
bro,
hold on, real quick though, so everybody understands. When I built when I asked Roland to build this firearm for me, I do security work. And I live
so everyone understands. Roland ain't built shit. He just gave you a fucking build list, and you leaned on me to put things together, to put this together, to put that together. You understand? Stop acting like Roland's a FFL builder. This motherfucker don't build. He got a special list that I figured out that he had, and I said, your boy got something for you. No one told you to call him, yo, Roland. Yo, I'm going to get all the pieces on that list, and I just want to start. No one asked you to do that, yo. Word. No one asked you to do that.
Well, since Kevin was conveniently busy, Roland put the shit together for me.
Right.
Roland got me what I needed.
And what's funny is you could have did it yourself.
For my situation. Because every time I called Kevin to tell him, hey, Kevin, I live in Georgia. I need a firearm or a type of rifle that I can pull out of my backpack and drive around with, because of the situations that I live in a state where everybody has a gun, and my magazine capacity for my handgun won't compete with what they pulling out. Kevin said, it can't be done. You can't do this. You need to do this. Roland was like, hey, I'll give it a try.
Hold up.
Hey, here's the kicker, though. Here's the kicker. Kevin, hold on.
Time out. You want to make the gun for $225.
That's not what he said.
Thank you, Roland.
That's not what he said.
Thank you, Roland.
First of all, when you came to me with the idea, first of all, Kevin is the buy once, cry once guy.
Yes.
So he can't even spell the word. He can't even spell the word budget. So that's first and foremost. So when you came to him with something that you wanted to do for low cost, you were already talking like Snoopy, Charlie Brown's teachers, right there. Right. You was want, right? Then you said you wanted to put it in a bag, so you needed to go almost like a short barrel rifle. Number one, he said you're nuts because the barrel's too short, and then two, he said that's a felony, and I said no, it's not. So with us arguing, now don't get me wrong, Kevin definitely helped press the issue to make sure we built it correct. This wasn't that simple now. I mean, don't get me wrong, piecing it together, yeah, and we can get you a 16-inch with no problem. Any person can do it on their own. But this short barrel, this AR pistol was not easy to do because we had to do the research. And if you have no idea about braces and stocks, you are going to get a felony. So with all of that said, his hard-hittedness matching my hard-hittedness came together, and we was able to put together the bill that made it legal in all the states that allow this type of AR pistol. And I got lucky. Here's the scary part, is when I bought the AR lower, I didn't even realize that there was two different types of lowers. So you can make a AR pistol lower an AR rifle, but you cannot make an AR rifle lower an AR pistol. That's a felony. So
that's what we want.
Yeah,
that's one of the main things I love is that through us going back and forth, we were able to supersede a really bad situation.
Yes.
in this purchasing process, and that's why we talk about this.
And we learned the law, because we all went
Yes.
through the law. It's very funny that we were building this when all of us was in transition. You moved to Georgia, Roland is in Pennsylvania, I was moving to Nevada. It presented for me, right, where me and you, Remy, getting rifles in California. Thank you, buddy. The whole thing of that was everything. Thank you, buddy. I know I wouldn't be able to go nowhere without those. We wouldn't be able to, everything got to be registered in California. Long story short, everything you buy is registered. So you can't have AR pistols in California. So any lower that you get, you got to register that lower as a rifle. That was something that was confusing to us up front, because we're sitting here thinking that there's dedicated pistol lowers and dedicated rifle lowers when it's not. It's all really just a lower. It just depends on where it is you actually do that background check for that lower. You know what I'm saying? And that was enlightening to me, because
and the
what
set,
did I do?
Don't forget, Kev, and the setup. Because as soon as you, soon as you registered as a pistol, I'm sorry, as soon as you register as a rifle, you can't make it a pistol now. So you can't put a stop a brace on it and put a short barrel on it, unless you want to go through the short barrel rifle tax stamp. And then you got to send in the specs for the whole gun, and you got to pay like $200 to get the tax stamp. So that's a whole other hurdle.
I'm in that process. I'm in that process right now. I got a rifle that I bought from somebody that they had shaved down the barrel, basically. I took the rifle over to an AK guy right away and dropped it off with an AK guy here in Las Vegas. And he told me straight up, he was like, listen, I can fix this and make it permanent if you would like, but the best thing for you to do is just SBR it, you know. SBRing it is a $200 tax stamp, like you said, right? And a real fun fact about an SBR, you need to call your sheriff and the sheriff where you're going if you're going to take that gun anywhere outside of your jurisdiction that you actually have it not registered to, but wherever your address is, wherever it is that you know, said, this is what it is I would like to have this gun here. You actually have to say, this is where I'm going with this gun. Word.
So the key to this, so just to kind of put a stamp on my part, because I actually got to jump. I think that for the people who are watching, these, you know, I did a live last night on my page, just a quick little 10-minute joint talking about how excited Remy was about getting the build in, and just encouraging people who are looking for something with higher capacity, higher caliber. The AR platform is just so modular. You can do so much with it. And it's just really so easy to work with. And for all of my budget people out there, I can get you an entry-level firearm for very, very low cost, man. And as the guys just told you, and if you watch the videos on their page, you know, Remy's gun, my gun, were both, his was under 5, mine was under 4, without all the accoutrements, not counting optics and all of that stuff. But your basic base AR, whether it's a 16-inch barrel or 7-inch barrel, both perform high quality. Both perform high quality. And Kevin will even attest to, he was telling me that he thinks that they sent us something higher quality because it shot so well in a short barrel. And the reason, and one more thing before you jump in, Kev, the reason why you was going so hard, and even my ninjas here was going hard, is that the first of all, you mistakenly said on the video 223. It's actually 5.56 that's rifled in. And once you shoot that out of short barrel, it doesn't have enough time to get up to velocity to supposedly shoot accurately for long range. But 230 yards, and you can clearly hear them pinging the metal. Bruh, that it's clearly, I don't know what other people shoot, but 5.56 at 230 at a short barrel is amazing to me. I'm just a novice, but that's amazing to me. So it can be done. And that gun is really for, what, 30, 40 at best in a gunfight? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But when I tell you, even when we was out there, Kev kept saying, "Let's go back." And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Go back." And I told him after I was done, "Thank you," because we pushed ourselves, Roland. Kev, put your shit on mute, B. The beeping is going through our conversation. It pushed us, Roland. It pushed us to go back, and I won't lie. His breakdown of how to shoot a rifle is what helped me hit those shots.
Yeah, he's an excellent coach.
Yeah,
he's an excellent coach.
When it came to placement on my chest, grip, raising the shoulder up to give me that tight and then I was breathing. Because making it to the target, I was missing it off of a hair. We were able to hit at 230 yards in less than 1 to 2 shots.
Right.
That's how accurate what you gave us and how smooth it was firing. Even when I went, Kev.
I'm here.
Speak on what your man said at the shop when he talked about the charging the handle and how smooth it sounded his gun compared to another one you showed me.
I would gamble 50-50 for sure.
I can't see you.
I would gamble. Oh, my camera's not. Yeah, you can see me, right? I'm just in the desert. That's what it is. I would gamble 50-50 that they sent Roland. They didn't have in stock those budget pieces and sent Roland to fulfill the order some better pieces. First of all, let me break down a few things. All right, a lot of upper.
Hey, I'm gonna catch this on the replay. I gotta run.
All right,
good brother.
No. Thank you so much, bro. I love you, bro. Thank you for taking care of me.
All right, man. Love y'all too.
All right. A lot of uppers and lowers. Sometimes when they don't match, they have a wiggle in them. You know what I'm saying? You can feel a little wiggle in them. That rifle, that AR pistol has no give in it at all. Those two pieces fit together perfectly. Another thing I told you, when we pulled the rifle out, there was somebody that was with us that had a Geisley rifle. He had a Geisley lower, right? And he was comparing that Geisley lower to the lower that we had. And he was like, yo, let me find out, man. Geisley is making these people's budget stuff. You know what I'm saying? Word. He was like, let me find out, because a lot of companies do that. One company will produce for another company, you know? Right. So it's very much, the possibility. I'm still shaky on what we're calling budget builds, quote unquote. I'm happy that the one that you have is under our belt, you know what I'm saying? And running like a champ, and I mean running like a champ without any of the special stuff. No changed bolt carrier group, no change trigger, we were talking about the buffer system. The buffer system is absolutely phenomenal. You have the only Sylvan Arms folding stock that I like. Word. I had the Sylvan Arms folding stock and took it off my gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I took it off my AR pistol. That build that you have, with it being a 7-inch barrel, that folding stock goes to that 7-inch barrel perfect. You know what I'm saying? Word. I did a little bit of extra research last night, got online and looked at some ballistics and stuff like that, just trying to see why they were saying, scrap a 7-inch build. And what they were basically trying to say is, from the distances that we were out shooting, that it's taking the chance for that bullet to end the life. They're just saying that the end of life part of that bullet may be gone. It may not have so much velocity left in it, you know what I'm saying, to hit something hard enough. Now, with the type of shooting me and you were doing and learning and all of that, no one's going to be able to tell me that you and I are not going to get to the point where we're not taking one shot. We're not going to take one shot from 250 and wait to hear it hit. No, next time we do that, we're going 1, 2, 3, so we can hear it go ding, ding, ding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying to you. Next time I come there, we are going. I don't want to leave out that desert till I hit that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like you did in that one video we had.
That cadence. I'm gonna tell you honestly, I was exactly who you were with the cadence. You know what I'm saying? And even to say, me being the lead person on the range that day might have fixed me with the right confidence to have that boom, 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 boom. Like the right way. It might have fixed me, being that I had to be the person to lay the example.
I'm watching the cadence video. I'm like, look at Kev. I have to And what's crazy to me is I can do that with my handgun. I don't know what the transition to my rifle, to my AR, just, I don't know what, if it was my mind or the extra in my, but my handgun, bing, 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 I can do it all day.
There's a word that I forget what it is, and it is common in AR pistol shooting, right? When you're trying to get that trigger going like that. And for lack of not knowing that word, it's kind of like the trigger glues. So you try to get 2 or 3 shots off and the trigger actually glues, or it stops up. You know what I mean? It was explained to me that it very much could not have just been you. You know what I mean? That might not have been your finger. However, that's why it's called a cadence drill. And we built it up from and 1, and 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Our fingers were getting trained to do that. You know what I'm saying? And most of all, you got to talk to yourself when you do it.
Copy.
Got to talk to yourself when you do it. So the video might not have been able to hear me, but you were. When we started that shooting, I said, and 1, and 2, before I shot every time. And then when I stopped speaking in my brain, I was there saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you did your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I went right back after you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now there was a piece of that video that I edited it out. We didn't leave it in there, and that piece of that video was after me and you did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. We actually did 1, 2s, right? And those 1, 2s are very good for us also. You know what I'm saying? Just getting that double tap, boom, 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 boom.
Yo, one thing I definitely know that one of the things I want to do, like I want to come out there a couple times and train with you. One, on that cadence, but also 2, because I realize how important breathing is with shooting my rifle, I want to do some running and then shoot those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. Yeah, breathing.
CJ was on me last night about that, yo. Word is, you know, standing in place. This is how he explained it to me. 1 R1s, which is shoot 1, drop the magazine, you know, get another magazine in there and shoot, right? With the pistol or the rifle, we're wasting time on the range. Why? Because that is supremely dry fire stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's stuff that we should be doing at home.
I said that in my handgun video.
No. I'm gonna get to what you said. So when we get to the range, we no longer gotta do our 1-on-1s like how I was practicing and all that. We could just scrap that and we can get to our moving drills. You know what I'm saying? Our moving drills.
Too. And the only thing
I mean, you went right to it. You went off on the side, set your little rocks up and all that, and you went right to it. But with the rifle, that's going to be a real good one.
Yeah. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like everybody's loving the feedback and how we did these videos. So I know we need to do more. I think it's good for our community. And you know what I mean by our community. I'm not just saying people that look like us. I mean, when I say people that look like us, I'm meaning people that are not weekend warriors.
Man, this is good for anybody who's under 5 years gunning. How about that?
That's what I meant. That's what I look like us, meaning like and that's why I said weekend warriors, because some of these guys are at that level where they forget what it is to be a first-time shooter. They forget what it is to be new in this game and may not know how it feels to say, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you help me understand? Like how you like that word, I don't know that word, so a lack of a better word. There's people like us who need to see people like us going through this training. Master Glenn said it. I put out a video, right? Remember me telling how I don't like people standing in one place shooting? He said, still put that video out and allow people to grow with you and watch you get better. He says, I'm tired of seeing every video these guys wait till they look perfect. He goes, that's not how I do things. I want you to see me get better and see my consistency. So there is no edits. It's just straight up what you see.
Very, very, very true. Very true. I mean, you know, Master Glenn, you know, we were blessed to have that brother take some type of interest in us. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we're talking top-notch trainer. When I say top-notch trainer, I don't care what anybody, I put Master Glenn up against anybody. You know what I'm saying? I put Master Glenn up against anybody when it comes to training, understanding, you know, and teaching. There's a difference between training and teaching, I believe, you know, and Master Glenn is a hell of a teacher. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to take you and the level that you're at as a gunner, and he knows how to help you bring that level up. without telling you, no, just get over there and do the drill. Like I was telling you, Remy, you're going out there and you're hitting the shot.
Right,
Now,
right.
when we got out there, I was, because you my brother, I was a little bit more paying attention to you. Remy, breathe. You know,
Yep.
Remy, shoot
Fresh
for the
leg.
dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Certain things like that, you know, and I didn't know how to explain it to you. Remy, you hold over, you hold under. You know, we're minus that terminology, but we're not going to be minus that terminology for a long time.
Right. We're gonna
You
get
know,
there.
we're going to get there because we're doing things. We're not just doing drills blindly. We're studying.
Yes.
And then we're applying
Yep.
our level of skill to that drill.
Yep.
We're both going to get to a class and be like, oh, this is how you rock it. We both got to a point on the range, especially myself with the draw, you know what I'm saying? Where I was like, oh, this is how you rock it. When I said to you, Remy, if you're having a problem with that omnivore holster, shoving the gun down in the holster, don't shove it down in the holster. Just drop it. Get it to that point and drop it, and it fits in on its own.
First day back, I walked around the whole house with that thing on, and I just kept doing this. Whoop, just let it drop. Just let it drop.
So
And
it's little things that we're sharing.
Last night I was watching a video, even with the Omnians holster. My man was telling me, he goes, a lot of time people get so worried with doing this. He said you need to practice just taking your hand from the side of it to the push down. Just to the side of it to the push down. He said before you start focusing on that draw, because of the holster, get used to not being shaky. He goes, you lose so much time in that.
I think the proper, not proper terminology, but I think I heard somebody describe it to me. They were telling me get a good master grip.
Yes, he did say that.
They were telling me get a good master grip.
You want to make sure that when you get that, put your hand on that firearm, the grip is like, I can do whatever I want right here. If you want to pull it wide, like right from the hip, but the grip, and he did say that. He said, make sure you practice. Anyway, you're right. Master grip. Yeah.
Master grip. I think they were saying, yeah, you know, you get your master grip right, and it'll help you get it out the holster, you know, the right way. One thing I want to share with everybody, even if, you know, a few people that's watching us, when you take a class, don't be shy to take your camera and record yourself. It's very needed. I think
very important.
Me and Remy are here to testify from that. We just recorded ourselves and watched ourselves, and you know, that fine tuning. You know, like I'm watching myself, and I'll use myself as an example. When I draw out the holster, I'm pushing out, and then I keep telling myself, I keep saying while I'm watching the video, take the fucking shot. And I'm saying, oh, that's me trying to locate the sights. But remember what I said, Remy? You know the target is there. Shoot it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But
shoot it.
I also learned from doing that, and that's why I tell people, watch your own videos and film yourself. I was trying to jam my gun out. And although I know where the sights is, as I'm jamming my gun out, my gun is dipping. My gun is flaring off. So what I'm going to be working on till the next time we come out is smoothing out this. So as I'm pushing out, I'm compressing my trigger to shoot so that I'm not shooting here.
CJ asked if you were doing and working on the wave. He asked where you grab the gun, get that finger up in there.
Right.
He was asking were you working on the wave. Remember homeboy he showed you the karate chop your hand in there, wrap, and then squeeze, ring it.
Okay. No, maybe I felt like I was, but maybe I need to break down, watch my video to see if I was doing that properly.
Yeah, check that out, because that might be why your hand is doing what you were saying. You know what I mean? Because that was one thing, that homeboy who teaches that, it's called the wave. For anybody who wants to know, it's called the wave. And what it's supposed to do is you got your handgun right here. You really are you're not looking to locate anything. You're karate chopping right into there with your hand and then wringing it out like a towel. And that ring puts your grip in place the right way. You were doing it when we were with CJ in the shop. You were doing it perfectly. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm working on this. I'm working on this.
100, I don't know if in my mind, because remember, I never really worked with that holster. It was my first time working. That's why you told me, Remember when I told you, come out here, your first time shooting that holster is going to look, you know, and I hit like a 1.9. And then after you said it,
Oh,
to me,
yeah.
1.5 and a 1, you know, but you were right. And I think I was so on the holster that I forgot my mechanics once my hands got on the gun.
So why I started saying this was basically saying, if you take any classes, you know, there are going to be people who are uncomfortable with cameras around them. There are going to be people who say, don't film me, please. The number one thing that you can do is announce to everybody, hey, I would like to film myself doing my drills so that I could work, you know, get my work together, number one. And number two, watch your videos, you know, protect the integrity of what a lot of these teachers are teaching. So I'm not promoting to give away any of the drills or any of the footage that you're doing in these classes, because once again, you know, these teachers are two-way people just like us. This is somehow a lot of times the way some of these people make a living, by educating us. You know what I'm saying? And it's lovely to talk about people's classes and all of that, but the integrity of their classes and the integrity of their drills and how they run, things like that, us as students should protect them.
Yeah.
And in protecting it, we should record ourselves and we should record those drills. And then when Kevin and Remy get back on the range, it's fine for us to run those drills. You know what I'm saying? And you know, step our game up. And I'm finding that a lot of people are taking class and not taking notes.
And
those notes are yours.
Is when you say that, it's so many people who be like, oh, I learned it, I got it. No, you don't. You can miss something. And one thing I was telling Kev that I realized even with what he just told me is when you have the assumption that you know the knowledge, you will teach yourself incorrectly.
You
can do something over and over and get a decent outcome and be doing it wrong.
There's one that I've been doing like that. Most notably, without even mentioning the situation, to myself, I say when Kevin starts using Kevin's common sense in guns, guaranteed it's time for me to go look it up.
I like that.
Guarantee. When I start saying, I know I'm right. You know me, Remy. You know how we get down. We talk about things we know about.
Right.
We're never gonna know everything about this. We're always gonna be.
You be. I'm gonna be posting more videos today. Let me know what you think. And then I'm gonna get to training. I'm about to go actually just get in the gym a little bit too. I've been working on my cardio.
I'm out here in the desert. I'm about to hit it.
I see you. I'm jealous. I'm envy. All right, get it in. Let me see what you put out. I'm gonna holler at
That's
you.
all right. Listen, there's another room in my house for you. All you got to do is keep coming back and leaving me nice little gifts, like you left me a sling, you left me a holster.
No,
I left me
those two. I left weed, I know that. But the holster and
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. So if you left your little CBD pills for your anxiety, I'll get in there and I'll find your CBD pills for your anxiety. Word to mother. But I tell you one thing, I'm a gunner. I know you ain't leave no drugs around my house. Word.
Facts.
Keep on going with your jokes, nigga. Word. I went all through the room. It ain't even got There was a sling and a holster, yo. I went all through the room. Word, man. Yo, I appreciate, having your camaraderie getting out on that range, man. And this time.
And what's even better is actions speak louder than words. Since I put those videos up, at least 3 of my brothers hit me up. Diego called me on my phone like, yo, that was great. And I told
Stop! Get back! That's my purse! I love Diego, yo.
Man, they want to come out to Vegas and shoot with us. Six said it. My man Armando said it. So I think we can start building a camaraderie of good brothers who want to come out. And even if it's not every time, I'm going to try to make it every 2 weeks. And we just keep coming out there and doing this.
And I got the hotel connection, too. So brothers ain't got to come out and get Las Vegas hotels. You know what I mean? Huh? Marriott. We Marriott connected.
Yeah, you heard what I said.
Yo, I'm out of here, man. I'm going to do my thing.
Later, B.
Later, my brother.